Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Today I have a two-part message. It's very specific for a specific group of individuals, and it is a two-part message, so just please bear with me as I deliver this message. As always, these messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear them. That being said, let's get started. Today's source wants you to know you're vindicated. Okay. If you've ever been harmed by anyone, and I'm speaking to certain individuals right now, initial ST, um, P. So if you have these initials or you've been in a situation with a person with those initials, please pay attention. Okay. What Source wants you to know is if you have been harmed in any way, maligned, mistreated, abused, and I'm getting in a personal relationship. Okay, what's coming through today's exes, and I will share a story later on based on that if you stay with me. Uh, you're being vindicated. Karma is being served. Okay, it is 2026. Cycles are ending. Okay, you need to be strong. Hang in there. Okay. Now we have to remember, even though it might feel good to, be vindicated, remember to maintain forgiveness in your heart, okay, for your own personal welfare. You don't have to, but this is only to keep yourself remaining higher vibrational. You don't want to lower your vibration for other people's bad deeds because that's what they want. They want that to happen for you so that way you can never receive the blessings that you're going to have coming to you. These past relationships that you were in that harmed you, that stole from you, they were karmic relationships. They were a lesson that you had to learn. Okay, many of us, including myself, had to learn that lesson of not being a people pleaser. Okay, or falling into situations where our empathy overtakes our logic, and we maintain certain relationships because we want to help people. Okay, and that's a big no-no. My last lesson was a horrible lesson learned, but lesson learned nonetheless. And I will never repeat that again. So I'm going to share the story with you, to help you, to guide you. Okay, this is what Source wants to give you. He wants to guide you and show you that you're not alone. You're being seen, and everything you've gone through, is recorded. Okay, everything that happened to you happens to us. Everything that a person does that's right, wrong, indifferent, it's all recorded. And unfortunately, a lot of people seem to forget that lesson. They think that they're above God, above the universe, that they can behave any which way they have. And many times, Source allows that to happen to many people, especially chosen people, as learning lessons. But he also allows it to give those people who are inflicting the harm the opportunity to change their way. Okay. Usually, those people are sent to empaths and light workers to form relationships, okay, as salvation for themselves. That was meant for them to grow. But, the ones who left and just went on playing games obviously did not want what God was offering them. And that's fine because God will provide you with another person. I do see relationships coming in for many people who have been in this situation over the past 10-year cycle. Okay. Personally, I've been through that myself, like I said. And God has a special message, okay, for the person who did it to me. And he knows who he is. And the person he's currently with, he knows who he is, right, JJ? Okay. First of all, for my ex, all the spell work that the both of you have been doing on me, sending my way, trying to affect my heart, my breathing, you're wasting your time. All you're doing is making things worse for yourself. Okay. And things are going to hit the fan. Okay. Everything you did is going to be exposed. The time has come, and you know this. And for my friend Jay out there, who decided to be an interloper in my relationship, thinking you were stealing something from me, how do you like that present now? Okay. Not to mention all the karma that you're going to receive. Okay. You spent most of your life very much like, I don't know if people remember Perez Hilton, the one that used to hide behind a screen in a blog, seeking secrets in other people's closets to expose. You did the same thing, JJ, and your time is going to come, and you know who you are. Okay, You're not as nice as you pretend to be. People might see you as nice and trustworthy. You're a snake, unfortunately. And that's coming from me. That's coming from me, not God. But I'm not going to be angry. And still, with all the things that the both of you have tried to inflict on me, including those who have assisted you, they all made a big mistake. Whatever practitioner you paid, whatever flying monkeys you had helping you out, they're all going to receive your fate. However, the both of you are going to receive it worse. Okay? And it's well deserved. And hopefully you'll learn a lesson. And it took every bit of energy that I have within me and every bit of love that I can muster up to be able to forgive everything that you and that whole entire coven did to me. Okay? Because I'm not going to allow that to lower my vibration. I'm going to alchemize that and put the information out there to give someone else the courage to stand up and speak for themselves. Okay? Because they can. I want you to know if you're on the receiving end of this bullshit, you're going to be vindicated. And I want to give you strength. I want to give you strength and courage to be able to, move forward. And I know it can be difficult because these people will destroy your life. My ex was nothing but a liar from start to finish, from who he was to his name. And I figured it all out. Unfortunately, a little too late, but I figured it out. And he has done this not only to me, there's a laundry list of people that I've, discovered that he's done this to. And time's up. Okay. God gave you 5 years of lifestyles of the rich and famous, which is what you were looking for. And the both of you, because of your relationship, with all your little, all your little, your so-called power that you have tried to affect this channel and prevent other people from getting these messages out, you're playing with God. I've warned you before. Okay. Now the warning is finished. It's complete. And it's time for karma to begin. And it's going to hit hard, unfortunately. So, for anyone who hears this message, if you have inflicted pain intentionally on other people, your karma is coming. Okay? And for all those who have been hurt, we're going to be vindicated. Okay? You have the strength within you. Call upon God, your guides, to give you strength. Ask to give you the ability to forgive. Okay? Even though it's difficult, you don't have to forget and you don't have to condone what they did. But forgive for yourself, not for them. Okay? Honestly, they don't deserve forgiveness. And I actually pity what's going to be happening to those who came against me. Okay? I actually have pity in my heart because it's going to be rough and it's going to be a total turnaround in that dirty little closet that you like to expose, JJ. Everyone's life, everyone's secrets, you're now going to be exposed. Okay? And God's going to make sure. This message is directly from source to the both of you. So that way you understand why it is that everything is going to begin falling apart in your life. And the best part is, unlike you, I don't need to do spells and witchcraft and send woo woo onto people. It's not my style. Okay? I just ask my guides and God Almighty to protect me. My ancestors shield me. Okay? I am protected from that nonsense. Anything you might have said might have caused a little blip here or there, but guess what? All you did was add to your karma. And for those of you who don't understand the way karma works, the best way I can describe it is think of when Ebenezer Scrooge was visited by Jacob Marley, okay? Those chains that he was talking about, okay? And he told Scrooge that his chain was as heavy as the one that Marley was wearing 7 years prior, okay? Think of those chains as karma, okay? Every little chain, every lock, every safe box that's attached to that chain, you are going to have to make good on that. You're going to have to carry that, you know? So I feel sad for you. I really do. And like I said, I had to find all the strength that I'm in my heart to be able to forgive the both of you and move on from the situation, even though you try to destroy my life in many ways. Okay, this has been going on for 6 years. Okay, and it's going to stop. Okay, and everyone that assisted you, unfortunately, anyone that was fooled. Okay, I kind of feel sorry for them, but they've been warned as well. Okay, they might have been misled into thinking that I'm the crazy one, I'm the one who does evil things. I'm not. Okay, but I have God behind me, and you're finding that out now. And it's time. It's time. And lesson learned. And that like I said, that lifestyle that you guys were living, kiss it goodbye. You're gonna be struggling the rest of your life for what you did to people. Struggling. struggling beyond belief. So my suggestion to you, okay, from God is quit while you're ahead. Okay? Quit while you're ahead. Don't add any more to that chain that you're going to be carrying because it's getting heavier by the second. Okay? And you can go out and spread your lies and tell people that I'm crazy and try to defame me. That's all cool. It doesn't bother me because, again, I know who I am. I know what I was sent to do, and I'm going to achieve my purpose. You are messing with God's work. Okay? Big mistake. Big mistake. When you interfere with that, you are asking for trouble. And anyone that assisted you along the way, they're going to get it just as bad as you're going to get it. Okay? They were foolish enough to believe and continue to believe the wrong person. And again, I do feel sorry for them because you know what? My ex is nothing but a liar. Okay? And he can convince, my God, he can convince anyone. He can convince anyone. He even convinces himself he believes his own lies. Okay? That's the sad part. But time's up. Game's over. So I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but if it's anything of what you caused me for the past 6 years and before that, you got a big shitload of stuff coming to you. I was able to survive, as you say. You couldn't get me down. Okay? You couldn't get me down. You couldn't stop me. You couldn't take my light. You couldn't take my love. I won't allow it. Even with all that, I'm still able to find it in my heart that took me forever to do, to be able to trust another human being out there after what you did to me, including the other people that you did it to. And anyone else who I'm speaking to has been through this. Okay? So please, I'm telling you for the last time, if you don't want to add any further to your comment, stop it. Stop contacting my family, okay? Texting my family to communicate with me with more lies. There's nothing to be said. It's done, it's over, you're finished. And that was said 6 years ago. And if you remember 6 years ago, I told you when you turn 49, okay, I was 48 at the time when you did it to me, but I told you when you turn 49, everything you did to me was going to hit you, and you were going to see how scary it feels to have your whole life be turned upside down by another person. You made me lose my house because of your lies. A condo that I had paid off years before I met you. You told me you were paying the common charges. The bills that were coming in showed no arrears. You hid every letter from the process server from me. I had no idea what was going on. Okay? And you had me so bamboozled with your lies at that point because it was spell work. And I wasn't aware of it then. I'm aware of it now. You had me so confused. But I realized exactly who you were that night that I woke up in the middle of the night to see a black cloud hanging above the bed that you were communicating with. I realized then and there who you were. Okay? And you sold your soul. And there's no going back from that. So I hope you enjoy whatever little lifestyle God allowed you to enjoy in the meantime while you were given chances to repent and to tell the truth and you didn't. I really hope you enjoyed it because that's all going to end now. All that little power that the both of you think you have, it's all going to get flushed down the toilet because everything is going to be exposed. Everything that the both of you did, it's all going to come out. And I'd be lying if I said I don't feel an ounce of satisfaction over that because the darker side of me feels that. Okay? But I expose that for myself because I'm honest. Okay? But I'll deal with that because I really don't find pleasure. I do actually really feel sorry for you because what you have coming is going to be tenfold of what you did to me. Tenfold. And it's going to hit hard. And you're going to have nowhere to run because you burned every bridge, including this one. So stop trying to contact my family. Stop sending them text messages. Okay? You are not going to get a response, period. So you might as well give it up. Okay? The person who felt sorry for you, who gave you many chances through drug rehabs and lies and everything else, you took the goodness out of me. And I stood by your side. And then you destroyed my life and ran like you always do. And you do that to everyone. And you know you do. Okay? And if that burst your bubble, I'm sorry. You need to go get your head examined somewhere. The both of yous. Okay? And you know what? You both deserve each other. God put you both, the both of you together, okay? Because you reflect the other. You're a mirror for each other. You both met your match. And so enjoy everything that you've created because it's all going to go down the shitter. Okay, with that being said, I want to say thank you and give the same strength and courage through the words that God has sent through me for you if you've been in this situation. I want to give you the strength and the power to move on because you can. If I can get through what happened to me, and that wasn't the only horrible thing that happened in my life. Being who I am, being given an assignment, I've had to struggle from day one. So I'm accustomed to it and I'm able to fight back. And if anyone, needs to, derive strength from anything, watch this video. I give you every bit of strength that I have. I share it with you. I want to encourage anyone who's ever been hurt. I want to encourage you and give you your strength back. Take your power back. You can get out of the abusive situation in a relationship. You can leave people behind who don't serve your higher good because all they will do is drag you down. Okay? So I want everyone to know that. And we're going to leave it at that. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. And we'll speak to you again soon. Take care.